I'm setting up the actual dyno for just your car. I'm gonna put in the information for the vehicle, I'm putting your name, I'm gonna put in for two-wheel drive because there's different weight settings for four-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive. And then we're gonna run it the first time without the eddy current. Reason being is because I've had mixed results with running the eddy current and without running the eddy current, which is a load. It simulates the road like if it was on the actual road.
Okay.
So that's why we got the Mustang Dyno, because we were able to do it with this.
Okay.
At least it's something that we like more, that we've had greater success with.
All right.
So right now, it's actually what the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get some information from you, so that if we ever need, when you do come back after you tune it, we can go right back and get all your stuff right there, and we can compare both of them, which is exactly what you're trying to do.
Okay. Now, what's the reason for the fans?
Airflow. You're driving down the road, you're gonna get airflow.
So it's gonna simulate the airflow.
Yes.
Got it.
Exactly. All right, and so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do what's called roll speed. We're gonna spin the car up to about 3,000 RPM in our test gear, or 1-to-1 gear ratio. And then after that, the car in the beginning will probably give a little bit of issues because the ABS system and also the front collision system will probably act up because we're so close to a wall. So in the beginning, when you're recording, you're gonna probably see me in and out of the throttle and the car bogging down. It's because the ABS system thinks I'm gonna crash.
Correct.
So how close we are to the wall, and the front tires aren't spinning either.
Excellent.
So it thinks I'm spinning out. So, for example, once we're done with all this, we're gonna back it out. And once you get into the car, most people start to question why the ABS light and that. Because we weren't spinning the front tires.
Correct.
So by the time you do about 10 miles an hour, by the time you get literally down the road, everything will turn off and we're good to go.
Rev limiter must be a lot lower. That's what it was set at last time you were here. What did it? Alright, it's pretty early in the morning. So myself and Miguel, which you see right there in front of me, the CS, we're going to head over to Euromotive Performance. We're going to get some work done on his car. But we're excited. Alright, so we're here with Miguel at Euromotive Performance. Got the owner right there talking on some business. But alright, Miguel, why are we at Euromotive Performance?
Today we're at Euromotive Performance to get my BMW F80 CS tuned. Right now it's completely stock, no mods. Took it to the dyno, Mustang dyno last week. Got two readings, got readings under load, which were around 420 horsepower, and no load, which were around 470 horsepower. And really that's gonna be our benchmark. Once we tune the vehicle, we're gonna take it back and see how much horsepower we gained. So what we're doing today is we're getting Euromotive Performance charge pipes, Euromotive Performance Downpipes, the one with the flex in them. We're doing active auto work, mid pipe, and it looks like we're gonna get a DME tuned, custom DME tuned, and see how much horsepower we get out of it. All right, so these are the downpipes that I'm getting. They're catless downpipes. As you can see, they have the 2 flexes in them, so they don't put that stress on your turbos.
When you talk about stress, what are you talking about, like this mesh right here?
So in actuality, when we're talking about stress, this tends to move. So your engine tends to move, and you can see how this will compress and decompress. That allows, when your engine is moving, that we don't get that stress on the turbos.
Gotcha.
So what Euromotive Performance did is they put this flex conduit in it, and what's unique, if you look inside, it has like those little donuts, which are the same as the factory ones.
Nice. Yeah,
and on the outside it has this mesh, so it dissipates heat really well. You have the 2 plugs for your oxygen sensors in there, and this is what we're getting stored. This is unique, Euromotive Performance.
And you were telling me this is made in South Florida, right?
Yeah, this is all made locally here in South Florida. So we're doing charge pipes on the F80. The original charge pipes on our cars are plastic, and under boost and under heat, they tend to flex and they tend to crack. And then you have turbo leak, which is not good. So with these, they're completely aluminum. These are powder coated, really good with dissipating heat, so the heat doesn't stay on the equipment itself, on the piping. And I think I'm gonna go with black as well.
So think about the charge pipes. The charge pipes itself, I've had issues on my F30 where literally on load, one of them blew off, causing me to go to limp mode. So this is something that's well known to any BMWs that's pushing high boosts, or F30s to F80s. The charge pipes are known to fail. So this is something that you want to look into if you get a tune, or even if it's stock, because mine blew when it was stock too. Luckily it was covered on the warranty. All right, so what we have here?
We got the active auto work mid pipe, which comes in 3 pieces. And we got the spark plugs.
NGKs, yep.
NGKs, yep. The 97506, they need to be gapped to 23 to 25 is the gap. That's required for the tune that we're doing.
The M3 CS, obviously this is the top of the line M3s. What is this pushing right now?
In accordance to the BMW webpage, the M3 CSs are pushing 453 horsepower to the crank. This car's getting DME tuned. I originally was going to go.
You did decide to go with DME?
Okay. You convinced me.
Okay. Well, the reason why I convinced you, let's not mention any names out there, because there's a lot of people out there tuning cars, and there's a couple of solid ones out there. The difference between most of the tunes out there, they're off the shelf. So they're a basic tune for the basic DME of the car. So pretty much you get what you get off the shelf, and then there's a price that goes to that, obviously. Most tunes out there are $5.95 plus the labor. You can do it yourself if you get the cable. But the difference between any other tune out there compared to DME tuning is that they really go to the limit. Safety limits though. It's a custom tune. So we extract the file out of the DME. They go by to your make and model of the car and what your desires are and the climates and the geographics of where the car is at. And then they get as aggressive as they can so you have the most power, but the safe power for horsepower and torque.
So, because like boot mod is something like it's plug and play. Plug and play, it's all universal, right?
Well, the boot mod does have options
Okay.
that you can do a custom tune, but pretty much their platform is it's very affordable. It's a great solid tune. Pro Tuning Freaks, Boot Mod 3, you guys have done a great job, and we do offer that. We are a pro dealer for Pro Tuning Freaks. They're great, but they also have a platform where after you buy the off-the-shelf tune, you can go with a custom tune and configure different things you want. Your GTS, transmission flash, different verbals on the fly, you can go in. They have a great platform. But obviously yours is practically new, Miguel. So you'll be on the aggressive side. With DME tuning, I always love to give lower numbers. You'll definitely be over 100 horsepower and torque. So, but you know, the results will prove to themselves.
So I just left Euromotive Performance not too long ago. Miguel's car is going to stay there. They're still working on the car. I got to run some errands. So in a few days, we'll check in with Miguel, see how the new tune is, along with the new performance car.